Hi everyone, Vince here. I reviewed 2 new reward apps today and actually withdrew them to see if they're worth the time and effort in 2026. Hope you enjoy. The first application is called Funbucks, and this is what Funbucks looks like when you launch it up. Top of the screen, you have your goal, and my goal for today's video was $1 worth of PayPal currency, but I actually exceeded it. Now jumping straight to the cash out options, at least here in Australia, I have PayPal currency and 2 games, PUBG and Free Fire. So the currency system on Funbucks is a coin-based one, and here in my country, 11,240 coins converts into $1 worth of PayPal currency, whereas $2 is 22,000 or so, and $5 is 56,000 or so. And just a reminder, depending on where you live, this is obviously going to be completely different more than likely, so keep that in mind. Now, something pretty sweet about Funbucks is that they have a challenge area. You can go through and unlock bonus coins by completing various challenges. Like this is a bonus blast one, where if I tap start my challenge, the first challenge today will be watch a video ad, then install a new game and complete 3 missions. You install more games and complete more missions, and then you watch another video ad. This challenge in particular is for 4 different goals. So again, earning options will more than likely vary depending on location. But here in Australia, I have AdJo, which is the playtime reward system, Prime offerwall, and the My Chips offerwall. Now there is a mini games area, but I generally don't waste any time with this. I head straight to the offerwalls and paid surveys area. Interesting enough, there's another little pop-up that will appear, and if you tap it, it will give you even more challenges, everyone. So you can see that Funbucks really tries to incentivize here via the challenge-based system within the app itself for coins. Again, pretty cool stuff all in all. At least they're going that little extra mile. For instance, the first instant coin challenge here is to install a new game and complete 3 tasks on it. Sadly, here in Australia, there are no playtime reward options available for me to actually generate the coins while playing games, so that is very disappointing. Usually there is something, but not today. So I specifically used the Prime surveys for today's video because the rates were actually very impressive here in Australia. I could get over $2 worth of USD currency for completing a single survey in my country, everyone. There are a few of them that actually will give a decent amount of the currency of coins. Obviously remembering that 11,000 or so is $1. So all in all, not bad at all, but just remember there's a 50% bonus running at the moment. Without that bonus, you would be losing a large chunk of coins per survey. A good example of this would be the 24,000 coin survey I have at the moment would only be worth 16,000 coins without that big 50% bonus running. But it looks like it's on for 15 more days in my country, so I'm hoping it's the same for you in your country. Now the Prime offer wall on Funbucks will give us a huge amount of these coins, everyone. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars of PayPal currency, depending if you're actually able to go through and complete it, okay? These are millions of coins here up for grabs. As always, offers are extremely difficult. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Even with the big numbers, everyone, you're going to be spending a considerable amount of time just trying to grind it out. Like this solitaire cash one, for instance, almost 4.5 million coins, sounds great, but looking at what's actually required here, you'll notice the cheapest amount of coins are always at the top, and then the lower you get through the challenge, which is obviously the most hardest part, those coins really start to skyrocket, okay? And then they have their little bonus challenges as well, such as depositing real money, or placing high in tournaments. To be fair though, with that 50% bonus system running on the offers as well, you may be able to snag something pretty decent in your own country. Now with the My Chips offer wall, I do appreciate it's available, but the prices are severely lacking in my opinion for the offers that they want you to do. So just keep an eye on it and make sure you judge it properly and compare offer wall prices, okay? Now let's break down how the real test went. So everyone, I completed 2 separate surveys, and in the span of around 20 minutes or so, I generated over $2 worth of USD currency, which generally means I got very lucky with not being disqualified for those 2 surveys. Either way, I did withdraw that currency, and yes everyone, I am very happy to say that it did actually arrive to my PayPal account within 1 single day. So that was fantastic to see all in all. So Funbucks to me is a standard get paid to platform right now, which actually blows all of these new apps out of the market, especially the 3-hour ones that give like a few cents. That's my review and experience on Funbucks. And it seems right now they're not as strict on like ID verification or anything like that, so that was nice to see again. You can find links in the description below. Let's move on to the next app. As always, everyone, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. You guys are amazing out there. Please be sure to check out my other content as well on the channel. It all helps me grow. Next up, we have Cash Flashlight. So the whole concept of this one, everyone, is to use your mobile phone's flashlight in return for essentially watching advertisements. Now, let me just break down how this goes, because you can probably already expect how the progression and earning experience will be. These apps just keep getting more wackier and wackier as time goes on. This is what it looks like when you first launch it up. Top of the screen, you have your balance, a 3-hour timer, and your goal. And obviously you can see the glowing currency in the middle of the screen and the big power button. Tapping on any of those little floating currencies is going to bring up the watch ad prompt. So of course you're going to want to do that, which I just did now for you. And then you get prompted with another one either way. But now you can see that little progress bar has increased a bit. So turning the flashlight on and off doesn't influence earning at all. In my opinion, all that matters is the ads watched. In fact, you'll have a little task area where you get little chests with the currency in it, but you obviously have to watch ads. Or you have the little mini games. Now, to be fair, these little apps do have a huge amount of activities to do within them, but again, it all just comes down to ads in my opinion. Like for instance, here are all the lightning tasks that you can go through to try and complete every single day. You can actually watch video ads directly for the currency. They even have like an extra game section now, where you can play actual games in return for the currency. Again, with their own set of tasks and goals. Now, claiming one of those tasks, of course, is going to bring up the ad prompt again. And you better get used to it, everyone, because ads will play every 30 seconds no matter what happens, okay? It's very annoying. Either way, let me just break down my test for you all today. I started off, of course, with $0 in the balance and 24 minutes on the timer. I generated 27,844 of the currency within about 20 minutes or so. And that converted into 6 cents worth of USD. I then played again for another 34 minutes or so and generated 55,000 of the currency, and that converted into another 5 cents worth of USD, for a total of 11 cents for around an hour of playing, which is right on the midline there of what to expect with an app like this. You have to be super realistic, alright? To me, that's way too low anyway. I will say though, everyone, I did cash out the 11 cents worth of USD, and to my surprise, everyone, I never actually received the payout, and this is one of the first times these developers haven't actually come through with their promise. So very concerning stuff, and that's why I thought I'd show you all today this review on this app. Again, that's just my own experience here in Australia. I really think they're just spamming the Play Store right now. And that's what leads me to the next part of this video. I touched on it lightly last video, everyone, but with these 3-hour apps, as a reviewer, even though pretty much we all know that they're going to be a big waste of time, or at least not realistic with the payout, say 10 cents per hour, for instance, or 5 cents per hour, it's still my job to actually review them and bring the experience to you all, so it saves you time and effort. I just feel like some people out there though are actually using these apps and they think that that's the most they can get from playing games to earn any type of money. And I just think that's very disappointing, because they could easily increase their rates a little bit more to like 20 cents or 30 cents per hour, but it's just not happening. We can only hope that much better gaming applications will come out for rewards in 2026. So far, it really hasn't been the best, and I want to know in the comments, have you used these type of apps before, and what's the most you've actually got in the 3-hour timer? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 reviews. Catch you next time.